Hello, you fine ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having wonderful days. If you're feeling unproductive today, go and do something, Don't just stay unproductive. Let's get on with the video. I don't know why I always do these introduction things these days. They're getting out of hand, if I'm going to be totally honest. They are getting out of hand. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about turrets. Just turrets. Just turrets in general. Like, that's it. I'll make it interesting. Don't worry. Maybe. I am the Senate. That's a good one. I laugh every time I see that. Getting out of hand. I tell you, getting out of hand. Anyways, let's start off with what turret is the best turret in the game. Well, I'm just going to say straight up, without researching anything, the Turbolaser on Solist. Because it doesn't overheat too quickly. It does a lot of damage per shot, and they do a lot of damage to flying vehicles. They do a lot of damage to all types of vehicles. They just do a lot of damage in general. And their accuracy isn't too bad, and they're positioned nicely all along the map. They also have a good bit of health. Now, unfortunately, because everyone knows where they are, and it's pretty easy to see when someone is using one of them, you can get taken out pretty quickly, especially when you're playing against like a team of 20 other players and they all see you using it at once. You're gonna get taken out pretty easy. But as long as they happen not to notice that you're using it, or they happen not to all do one big cohesive attack and take you out in the matter of a few seconds, you can do a lot of damage with these things. So they're good. They are quality. It's a good one. Now another good one is the laser turret on Hoth. That one's pretty good. Does quite a bit of damage, doesn't overheat too quickly, although it does overheat kind of quickly. But not too quickly, but kind of quickly. It's not the best, but it's alright. What I'm trying to get at is, turrets are pretty good in this game. Turrets are actually very good in this game. Not necessarily because they can take out enemies so quickly, but because of what they can do to help a team defend a checkpoint, or help a team attack a checkpoint. I don't know why I'm calling them checkpoints. I don't think that is a word ever used in this game. Even the turrets that you can get from pickups on the battlefield are extremely good and extremely powerful, especially the one that comes with a force shield. Force shield? It's not either of those things. It's a plasma shield. I don't know what it's called. It comes with a little shield on it though. That's pretty cool and very effective. So those are really powerful. What I'm trying to get at is, turrets are OP. But not OP as in they need to be nerfed, because they can get taken out very easily and very quickly if you know how to take them out. I'm saying they are OP as in go out and use them. They are here in this game for a reason, and they can really help your team and you, because you can get a lot of points when using turrets. So do I think the game needs to fix turrets? Not at all. I think turrets are quite well balanced in this game. They're not too powerful, but they're not too weak either. They can do a lot of damage, they can be very effective, but they can also get taken out effectively if the opposing team knows how to take out a turret. So really, I don't think they need to be changed or nerfed or buffed. I think they're in the right place where they need to be. And the variety of turrets makes it really, really great for players, because they're not always going to be going up against the same type of obstacle on the battlefield, and they're not always going to be using the same type of asset. So I think it's really, really great how DICE designed these turrets. What I'm trying to say is, turrets can be extremely effective. A lot of people don't want to use them though, but as long as you practice in these turrets and you know how to use them effectively, you should last a lot longer in them, because you know what you're doing and you know where to aim. So I think turrets are really, really useful, but I think you need to become accustomed to them. And I think players should really take advantage of turrets and use them a lot more often in this game. So quickly, let's go over some tips for turrets. That sounded weird. For the Turbolaser cannons on Solist, because you become such a big target, and if you're playing Walker Assault, those AT-ATs are going to be bombarding those turrets like crazy. Make sure you're not in the middle of everything when you're using these turrets. Of course, some of the Turbolaser turrets are positioned in the middle of everything, so stay away from those ones. Sure, in certain stages of the battle, or if the opposing team is not around that location, definitely hop onto those. But just make sure that when you use a Turbolaser turret, you are not exposed. Because of course they are extremely powerful and extremely effective, but they can also get taken out very quickly because so many players can see them. So just be careful and make sure you are not exposed when using these turrets. If you are, just get out of the turret. That's it. No using it. No turret today. No sir. For the blaster cannon, which is the one with the shield on it, or some of them don't come with a shield on it, I don't know, but it's the blaster cannon. For that one, since it's a pickup, make sure you position it in the right place. Again, just like the Turbolaser, do not place it somewhere where you are completely exposed on more than one side, because that is not going to end well for you. Make sure you place that in a good strategic location where you have a viewpoint of the enemy, but the enemy has a hard time getting to you, or somewhere where the enemy only has one route to get to you, and you can cover that with the blaster cannon fire. Now, I'm not really going to talk too much about turrets that you can't actually operate manually, so things like the infantry turrets and the Viper droid turrets, but when using those, just make sure you place them once again in a strategic location. Now, of course, the R2 droid that fires, or it might not be an R2, I don't know, it's one of those astromech droids, and the Viper droid turret move around and they're not going to stay where you put them, so those don't matter as much. But when using the infantry turret, put it somewhere where you know it can't get destroyed too easily, but it also has a good vantage point on the enemy. And remember, when using those types of turrets, the closer the enemy is, the easier it is for the turret to lock onto them. So don't place it a long way away thinking it's going to be sniping enemies, because that's not really how it works. Put it somewhere close to the action, but not right in the middle of it. Then for the turrets on Hoth, there's not much I can say about these. They're all kind of exposed. Hoth is a pretty flat map. But when using them, just make sure you're not being surrounded or encircled by the enemy. If you are, I would suggest getting out of that turret because it can be destroyed in a very short time if there's more than one enemy, or if that one enemy happens to have ion abilities. So anyways, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and as always, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.